Hello and welcome to Pass and Pearls. Today is day of a vlog. Actually, I forgot to mention this morning. This is my channel, Pass and Pearls. My name is Laura, and today I have been on a beautiful adventure that I decided to vlog. So I was so excited this morning that I was talking about just getting ready and going to the workshop that I forgot to say welcome to Pass and Pearls. If you're new here, you're very welcome, and if you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back. I hope you enjoy this day's vlog. It's a little bit of a variegated one. We have a little bit of workshop, we have a little bit of my friend, you finally get to meet my wolf friend Petra, and then we have a little bit of a sightseeing. If you've never been, like we have a little bit of Richmond and Kew Gardens and all of that area, which is absolutely beautiful. So I really hope you enjoy today's vlog. So now let's go and travel to Richmond and to Kew Gardens. See you soon. Good morning. It's 10 past 8, Thursday, 17th of July. And I'm just getting ready to go to Kew Gardens for a very special day. This is my second TOFT workshop. And today my friend Petra will be joining me. I need to go and finish getting ready, otherwise I will be late. So I will take you with me and you will follow me for the day. See you later.
C'era tutta la colonna, sono entrata manco là, che hanno fare con piante, erbe, robe varie, da stare attenti. Vai, vai.
Che bella sta chiesetta.
Sì, molto. St. John the Divine, ma non stendere.
No, non ti sto riprendendo.
Va bene.
Ok, andiamo.
Le adoro.
Little Library.
Che carino, Calm the Fuck Down.
Io ce l'ho quel libro lì. We are approaching Kew. Yeah! Per sempre, eh? Può essere presentata adesso?
No, no, no.
Eccoci. We are arriving at the conservatory. The workshop was held at the Nash Conservatory, which was originally built in the grounds of Buckingham Palace and was moved brick by brick to Kew in 1836. This is what we made on the day. On the back is the actual flower. Do you know which flower it is? Can you guess? Che bello il fiore!
Posso darti
Sì.
questi per...
Altro?
No, il resto è...
Pronta?
Ready.
Ready.
So we should be able to do it within 10-15 hours. Sure. Okay. Let's unpack.
Yes.
Let's unpack. So pretty.
It goes with your
Super.
t-shirt.
It does, right?
Ok. Questo è il mio e questo è il tuo. Quasi, però non proprio. Va bene. Mio, Petra.
Non ne ho.
Ok, l'ultimo progress check. Mio, Petra. Beh, adesso si assomigliano di più. Cosa dici?
Sì.
Sì. We then decided to walk around the gardens and have a little picnic there on a bench and the gardens are really massive. So we only saw probably a fifth of them, and they're really big. They were open to the public in 1840, but the history of the gardens dates back to 1759, when Princess Augusta established a 9-acre botanic garden within the existing grounds of Kew Palace. The gardens are also expanded at a later stage, and the Palm House, which we will see soon, was opened in 1848. We then decided to go to the Princess of Wales Conservatory, which was opened in 1987, and the glasshouse is named after Princess Augusta, which was the mother of George III, who founded the gardens in 1759. The glasshouse has a floor space of 4,500 square meters and contains 10 different climatic zones and a huge variety of plants, from cacti and carnivorous plants to orchids and other tropical plants. So these are the cacti and succulents, and Petra and I spent really long time in what was the arid climate, because we both kind of have a soft spot for cacti. We particularly like these ones. Apparently there's 5 Chinese water dragons, who are lizards, I think, that live inside this conservatory, and they help out the team of horticulturists by eating cockroaches and other unwanted bugs. But we didn't see them. I didn't know they were there, actually. We didn't see any of them. Apparently they're called Lord Blechnum, Ruella, CJ, Augusta, and Mr. Hui.
Quel fiore lì secondo me sarà spettacolare.
Sì. These other plants were in the more tropical climate area of the glasshouse, and it was really warm and humid in there, so the arid one was cool compared to it. We fell absolutely in love with this giant water lily, Victoria amazonica, which is grown from seed each year and reaches up to 2.8 meters in width, so way more than the meter I was talking about later. We also saw some fish there. You might see a big one. Some of them are as old as the glasshouse. Stessa pianta, e poi lì in mezzo c'è il fiore. Bellissimo. Che pescioloni.
Oh, questo è grande.
Grazie. No, questi sono i figli. No, ci sono proprio pescioni. Che belli sti fiori, questi sono meravigliosi.
Questi hanno dei colori bellissimi.
Adoro queste piante. Quella lì con le foglione è un po' come quella che abbiamo al Business Park,
Sì.
davanti al nostro edificio. Però questa qua è
Queste sono
fantastica.
bellissime. Queste sono veramente belle. È tutto pieno di
Esatto. Then we went to the Palm House, which is a beautiful building in itself and also has some fantastic trees inside. So the Palm House was built between 1844 and 1848 and is still at the heart of Kew Gardens, offering a hot and humid environment for the tropical plants to thrive. It's a magnificent example of Victorian architecture and is actually a Grade 1 listed building. It's already gone through some renovations, and I believe that it will go through renovation again soon. And there's also a Chinese water dragon, a female called Techno, who apparently lives near the papaya. There are 16,000 panes of toughened glass, some of which are curved and very expensive, and you can see it from the building, even from the inside. And in the inside, there's a part that is taller to accommodate the palms, and actually there were stairs to go up, but we didn't go because I'm a bit afraid of bees and wasps, and it was quite full of bees and wasps in there, and you have to really brush against the plants to go all the way up, but I'm sure it's beautiful up there. And the oldest potted plant in the world lives in the palm house, is a Encephalartos altensteini. Since it's been there since 1775. And just outside were these beautiful hibiscus, so I absolutely had to take pictures of them. Che bella che è però, bellissima, gigante. Yeah.
Okay.
The viral Marks and Spencer sandwich, strawberry and tom.
Here you go. Esatto. Hello.
Hello. How did you find today's workshop?
I loved it. The place is gorgeous. The project is fiddly, but but it was a great workshop. Looking forward to the next one, definitely. Yes.
Hello, I am home now. I am a little bit tired. It is quite warm actually, but I had a lovely day. However, I really wanted to come back to you and give you the impressions of the day and tell you everything about it while I was still fresh. Everything was still fresh. Okay, let's talk a little bit about it briefly because I know I've done quite a bit of footage, a little bit more compared to last time. Because it was, first thing, it was longer. It was 3 hours instead of 2 compared to the Natural History Museum. It was in the morning instead of the evening, so I had more time to do then other things after that. And well, it was in Kew Gardens, so there was a lot to see in the Kew Gardens. We went to a couple of greenhouses and they were really nice. It was really good. So we had a little picnic lunch, Petra and I. And yeah, and then we walked back to the Richmond station after that, and then we just went home. We were quite tired. Project for today was, well, you will have seen it, but I'm going to talk about it again, and it's the passion flower. This is the front. And this is the back. And if you can see, let me see if I'm able to show you from close. If you can see from close, the internal part of the flower is really detailed, is really kind of very true to life somehow. There was a real one over there next to the crocheted one, and I did film it, so you will have seen it, but I will pop another picture, maybe a little bit enlarged here, so that you will be able to see it. And I don't think I've ever done anything this intricate, so it is a challenging project for me. I don't even think it is difficult in itself. It's quite fiddly. I think we were doing the central part of the flower. So Carrie kind of did a tutorial, a video tutorial there, and she was showing the central part of the flower. And I think exactly because it is the part that might have created a little bit of confusion just from the written instructions. I think it was really good to do it there. Petra and I are a little bit of a slower crocheter compared to the other people at our table. So we did a little bit less than them, but we still did quite a bit. We did get to do at least part of the fiddly bits, which I'm gonna show you in a second. However, it went so quickly. I didn't even realize it was time to wrap up. I was like, we've barely been here an hour. No, we had basically been there 3 hours almost. Yeah, and I didn't realize, and same for Petra, but exactly because it was a bit intricate and fiddly, we both were so focused, like totally zoned out onto the project, reading the instructions, counting the stitches, do it right in the right way. So we were really focused on that. And I think because of that, so much brain energy went into it that we were quite tired when we finished it. But it was really good and enjoyable. And yeah, loved it. So let me show you now what it is. So again, I will have filmed everything, so you will have seen the actually opening of the package. This is how it was presented to us on the table, with this beautiful paper, which I still have here because it's beautiful. I am gonna reuse it, absolutely. I'm not gonna throw it away. And in it, there's all of the colors that were needed, the crochet hook, and again the tapestry needle to sew the pieces together. And then there was a little bag behind it, and that one actually I'll show you now. It was like closed like this, and this literally contained just the stuffing. I opened it because I actually thought I couldn't find the crochet hook. I thought it was in here, but it was actually under all of the wool in the basket. So, and now to show you again, this was the wrapping paper. And this was the basket. It was wrapped with this actually branded really nice ribbon from TOFT, and it had the cutest tag. So the tag, yes, says TOFT Alexandra's Garden Bouquet Crochet Your Own, easy to make crochet kit. And then on the back it says like contents, and then it says how to grow crochet with a 3mm hook, or correct to achieve gauge, add stuffing, not included, this is in the other bag, and sew together, growth period. This is really cute. Growth period, crochet your flower within 10 to 15 hours. That's really cute. Then the care, no need to water once established. Wash with a gentle soap if needed. This is the basket. These are the beautiful colors for today. So we had 2 bowls of cream, 1 of lime, 1, like I think half of heather, this one. Then this is, I think is violet. Nope. 1 bowl of amethyst, which is beautiful, beautiful, rich violet, purple, and then 2 bowls of the green. Yeah, it's called green. Yeah, so this is that. Then we have the stuffing, and then like last time, but this time I knew I already had Carry the Chameleon, so Petra got Carry the Chameleon, and then the 2 people from the staff were different from last time, so I managed to get 2 more. And I put them here. So this time I got, these are so cute, Lou the Merino sheep, that was from Louise. Rachel the Bedlington Terrier, and that is from Rachel. And thank you. What can I say? Thank you to Louise and Rachel. Beautiful. And we've seen actually some of the ladies there. I didn't notice the other time. Sorry, some of the ladies there had like tote bags, but not just the normal canvas bag, like proper, like thicker canvas, a little bit like this. So this is my pink hazel roll and stroll bag, which I use today with the leather strap. Yes. And this is a canvas. So yeah, it was more like this type. It was more like this type of canvas, but more plain, so not with a crochet print like I have in here. And they filled them with all of the patches, and they looked glorious, glorious. I loved it. And now definitely both Petra and I have our eyes on that. So we don't have enough patches because we haven't been to enough workshops. We haven't been doing TOFT long enough. So as I said, I have the Advent one from last year, and then I have, I think, a couple that they gave me at the fair. I need to go look for them though. So when we will have more, then we can start making our own bag too. Now, are you ready? Are you ready to see my progress? So I will have shown, you will have seen progress checks. I think we did 2 or maybe 3. I think we did 3. One kind of at the beginning, one in the middle, and then one at the very end. Progress checks. And both Petra and I actually were crocheting at the very same pace, which is a bit slower than the other ladies, but it was fine. So yeah, we could actually compare the progress. Petra's tension is a little bit looser and mine is a little bit tighter. So mine is coming out slightly smaller than hers. It was more visible when we only had the cream. Now that we added the lime and then the yellow is a little bit less visible. But yeah, but they're both looking really good, I think, if I may say so myself. So this is what we did. Doesn't look like much, but it's actually, for me, is a lot. So this is still attached to the cream. This is the face of the flower, Carrie called it. So is this, the white, the cream, is this part here. So we're all actually the internal details of the flower, which are called anther and stigma, are so inside the petals. So we did this, and then we did the anther, which is, well, there's all the yellow ends, but the anther is this lime part. So we had to go up and do this and this, and then we had to add the details in yellow, which are these ones. So next, this is what we both reached. Next, we would have to go, and start the stigma. So we would have to work with heather, which was the lighter purple, this one. We would have to start and work in heather to do the stigma and work around. So most of the other ladies managed to do that part too, and a little bit more. Some of them were starting to attach petals even. How did they even have the time to make the petals? But I mean, I know some people are really fast. We are not. So that was it. And yeah, so that was our progress. My progress. I'm very, very proud of it. Let's compare to the actual item. And I'm really, really proud of my progress because I kind of feel is more than what I achieved in the Natural History Museum one. Yeah, we met some lovely people again. We actually, the lady who was sitting next to me this time, we were occasionally speaking Italian, Petra and I. The lady next to us, she actually, when we started talking to her, we found out that she was also from Italian origin. So her grandfather, with her grandmother and the children, moved here because of work, and then her mother was here. She grew up here but wasn't born here, and she was born here. So yeah, but her family was from Naples, so we talked a little bit about different parts of Italy and everything. So it was fun. And yeah, so hopefully we're gonna see her again another time. Definitely, even more. I already knew after I came back from the Natural History Museum one. I knew most probably I would want to go again. I definitely want to go to the Halloween one, which is gonna be on the 27th of October. Tickets are gonna be live, I think, some point later in August, Carrie said. No, don't know exactly when. And that one is again at Kew Gardens. And then the Warwick one, and hopefully sounds like Petra might be able to come to that one, and we actually might make a weekend out of it because it's a little bit, it's not too far, but it's a little bit far to just go for the day. So we can go, and actually Warwick is where I did my Erasmus when I came here when I was studying. And I remember there's a fabulous castle. Warwick Castle is beautiful, and I would be more than happy to go and visit it again. So we thought maybe we can come to the workshop, and then the day after, before going home, we can, or maybe the day we arrive, depends how we organize it. Maybe we can then have a little bit of time to go and visit the Warwick Castle before going home. It's gonna be good. That I love that castle. I am very passionate about history and castles and palaces and all those things. So that's a little bit one of my other passions that hasn't snuck in enough in here, but you will hear a lot about it because that's the past in Past and Pearls, actually. There you are. It was lots of fun. We met nice people, and then we had a good little stroll around the Kew Gardens, the Palm Tree House, and then in the Princess of Wales house where all the cacti are, and both Petra and I love them. And then there was this water lily, and with these, the leaves of this water lily were literally this big. I'm not even exaggerating, like a meter or even more, probably even more than a meter diameter. Really, really nice. Yes, that was lovely. And I am so happy. I knew she was going, but it was so nice to see her again. Met Michelle from Shellstar Stitches, and she was so lovely. We met her and her friends 2 years ago. Well, not 2 years ago, it was actually last year, but feels like 2 years ago, two unravels ago in February. So, February last year. And we saw her there, and we were like, oh my god, we follow you on YouTube. We love your channel. And it's so nice to see you in person. So we had a little chat, and she was lovely, and that was really nice. And then, so she was going to this one. So when we saw her there this morning, we went and said hello. And yeah, she was really, really lovely. And it is nice to speak with someone that you've seen so many times. And I really love to follow her content. Is purely crochet, which is good because I do both knitting and crochet, and lots of the people I follow maybe knit more than they crochet. So it is good to see someone that is so heavily focused on crocheting, and she's a massive TOFT fan. I love to see what she's doing, and she's really lovely. So we had a little chat, and so we took a little. I asked her if we could take a little picture together, and here is the picture we took together. She brought her Shakespeare doll to show to Carrie, and she had it on the table, and it was beautiful. Loved it. I had seen the pictures, I had seen the Instagram posts and the pictures of the Shakespeare doll, but as everything, as all the other dolls as well, like seeing it in person is so much better. It was beautiful. Now I want to make all the dolls. That's a problem. And then I've seen that yesterday TOFT released the Dolls Club new doll, which is Jane Austen, and I'm like, oh my god, I love it. I absolutely love it. I told Carrie as well, this is so good. I really want to not subscribe to the Eds Crochet, but that would go well against, again, my goal for the year. As you know, if you're new here, my goal for the year is to not buy any new yarn apart from advent calendars. And of course, these workshops already count as new yarn, but they are projects in themselves. So, and I've already bought some yarn. If you watch my episode 4, my podcast episode 4, it's not much yarn, it's just cotton for a project I want to crochet, a pair of shorts. But Laura, put yourself in check. Okay. So, but yeah, maybe next year, I think I've heard, they often release some of the dolls at least for March for International Women's Day. So maybe I will have the chance to do that then. And I'd love actually to do both the Jane Austen and Beatrix Potter, like to have the writers together, and then maybe Shakespeare, because that's also a writer, a woman, but still kind of goes in the group. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, I will not be doing it now, but I will be watching people making it because it's beautiful. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out on the TOFT website or on the TOFT Instagram, because it is worth it. She is beautiful. She even has an sorry, I'm really going rogue here. It's not about that, but it's still TOFT, okay? Um, the the little umbrella, like parasol, not the umbrella, the parasol. She's got the little parasol. Yeah. Oh, I really want to make her. But now I've got a flower and also a dinosaur because I still need to continue my Xylophodon from the Natural History Museum workshop. So I've got two of them, and plus all of my other projects. So there's plenty here. So I can't complain. Absolutely can't complain. I've got more than enough to keep me occupied, keep me busy. So I really want to thank Michelle because she was lovely, and definitely go if you don't know her. I'm sure you know her, but if you don't know her, please do go and check it out, because if you like crochet and all of the things from TOFT, but not only, she always shows the best things. And also she just finished, for example, the Sirdar Kal, the summer Kal, and it was a beautiful blanket with all of the fruits on it, like summer fruits and citruses and very beautiful colors. And yeah, so I actually saw the her new latest episode yesterday, and she was showing the finished piece, and it was so good. It really made me want to make one because it was too beautiful, too colorful and beautiful. So, and everything that I associate with summer, that is all like summarized in that blanket. So yes, please go and check it out. Um, so I think that's it. That's it. I had fun. Petra had fun and got everything I wanted to. And thank you very, very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, put a thumbs up if you like the content, and comment. Tell me what you think about this. Have you ever been to a TOFT workshop? Have you ever been to Kew Gardens? Did you like seeing about the Kew Gardens also on top of everything else that happened today? And yeah, and let me know your thoughts in general, anything that you want to say. Also, you can contact me on my email, past.pearls@gmail.com, and also you can find me on Instagram at past.pearls. For now, that's all for today, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.